Welcome back, this is Jack. Hope y'all missed me. I missed me. Alright. I gotta full screen this. There we go. So now I can actually see the game directly in front of me. Alright, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I was gonna switch over to the audio mixer so I can keep an eye and make sure you guys can hear the audio as I'm playing. And I can see chat just fine. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, all that good stuff. Good things. I got a couple things I'm going to be saying. Yes, I did used to live in Florida. I lived originally in Ocala, spent most of my life and then the Ocala, which is just north of Orlando, and then I spent a good chunk of it in Orlando. So yes, I am originally from the southeast. If you take a look, there is a link in the chat. It's the first thing in the conversation. That is a link to my second channel. Technically my third, but we're not going to talk about coffee over politics because I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. That is where all my geek commentary reviews are going to start going from now on. So this channel will be focusing on me doing Let's Plays. So effectively, if I'm doing a review of a game, you guys will get either a complete or a slight Let's Play of the game, so you get to see me testing out the game, and then you can also find the review on a separate channel. I'd appreciate if you just go over there, smash that subscribe button. Right now, you won't be seeing anything new. Yes. I actually lived in Pensacola for about a year and a half while I was in the Navy. I went there to become a CTT, Cryptological Technical Technician, and I've actually got family who still live in the area. I quotation mark because people only say family based on blood. This is family that I have from the military, which means more to me. So, as I said I was going to do, I'm actually going to bring down this difficulty a lot. I don't like that I'm doing that. I don't like that I'm doing that, but I'm doing it. And I know you said you're going to PensCon. I didn't address that, sorry, yet. But I want to get as much of this game over with before the next one comes out and before I have to jump to Elden Rings. No, I am going to expect you to send pictures. As I told Shay, I fully expect you to send pictures into the Discord channel. I will be very upset if you do not. Yeah, and Pensacola has like one of my favorite places that I've ever gotten a chance to eat. McGuire's Pub and Grill has amazing food. Like I still remember their food. In fact, I think I still have some of their the recipe book of theirs around here somewhere. I don't remember 100%, but no, I do know how to make their Irish Wake. Really good drink. The only problem with it is I don't drink, not anymore. Like I never really drank to begin with, but but no, I really hope you have a good trip, and I'm also really glad that your camping trip went safely, because I do know that you mentioned about the whole accident thing. I'm glad you're safe.
Got half your brand?
Cause I ain't in a working relationship with that footlicker no more.
Alright, there was nothing there I needed.
I wasn't about to let him use it without me, and he likewise. Only thing to do was split the brand.
Yeah, you mentioned you were going to do that, and I really look forward to that. It's going to be cool. Once again, like, feel free to post pictures. If you don't know what channel that it should be in, drop it in general. Like, my channel, we're not really strict on, like, oh, this is proper etiquette of where it should... We don't care. Like, it's not a professional channel. I don't care. If you got something cool you want to show... The only thing I was going to say, if it's like a sexual nudity or anything like that, throw the spoiler tag over it. Just so that anybody who's not in a safe place to look at it can't.
Fight until I say stop or we are dead. Understand? Pull your weight, people.
Yeah.
Good then.
Incidentally, that's making me think of the guy who did Shaggy for so long. He also did him in the live action movie, and he freaking looks the role.
We're back here again.
Not necessarily a bad thing. I made a loop, a successful loop too. Alright, I don't 100% remember where I'm going because I haven't played this in like a week. Just going through some mental stuff on my side. I'm much better now. This morning I was a little foobarred a little bit. That's because I was like, my sleep was just several shades of shit.
Can we get out of this place?
I do have... I'm waiting for your message to catch up there so I can see it better. On the trial, because I have the chat also down there. On the trailer for 2020... PensCon, some players have like huge mech suits. Oh, that's really cool. My goal, I want to get in a good enough shape that I can cosplay as Akuma. That's a goal. Because especially the modern Akuma has really long hair and a beard. I'm like, cool, it means I can cosplay without shaving my beard. Because it's taken me almost 2 years to grow this. No, I think it has been 2 years. Like, I don't grow facial hair, like, almost at all. Did I just miss all this loot, or is this just me going to a new area? I'm not entirely sure. And, spoilers. So, the new trailer for Doctor Strange came out. I actually didn't see the trailer, because I just don't tend to watch trailers. But I do follow the news. And there's a certain person who spoiled something by accident about the new Doctor Strange movie. Ryan Reynolds tweeted a picture of himself in costume. Usually that's not a problem. You know, like, it's really cool seeing him in costume. He wasn't wearing the makeup, but, you know, he was wearing the Deadpool costume. Okay, I've already went this way. That's a loop. So the problem is, though, some of the people working around him are noted to be active members of working on the...
It was nice meeting you, bro.
On the
I'll be thinking of a name for your beast.
Doctor Strange movie. So he accidentally just revealed Deadpool might make an appearance, no matter, like, however small. That's gonna be awesome. The main cast for the English dub of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure might come. That's gonna be awesome, actually. Like, I don't even watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it's like half my meme stuff because it's meme.
This way.
I hope I'm going the right way. I can't wait for my little sister's shoulder to get better, so, there we go, that's what it is. So me and her can do, Code Vein.
Wait there.
Although I do feel really bad that I know as much as I do about JoJo's without actually watching it. And that's mostly because, like, literally because of the meme. I feel like the show is entirely driven by its meme status. Oh, somebody's still trying to kill me. Oh, somebody over there is trying to kill me. I keep wanting to switch to different, to Code Vein controls. Yeah, like Nolan North from Uncharted. Yeah, he's gonna be there. That's cool. I think Nolan North also... Okay, I think Nolan North also voiced Deadpool, now that I think of it. I think he voiced Deadpool in the Deadpool video game. Like, after playing this game exclusively on the higher difficulties, this is more of a joke. Oh, I was supposed to be doing things to him. Oops, he's dead. Alright. I don't want to do. My big brother is flipping out, though. No, it's still legitimately awesome. Like, one of the voice actors I would really like to go see. You can't see it right now, and it's mounted on the wall in a way I can't just take down. Behind me is a picture. Alright, I'll wait until you come back to tell you the story. Alright, so where we last left off in the story, because I want to at least catch everybody up who might not be watch the previous stream, because the previous stream, am I safe? Kind of.
Sinking back down.
Alright, now it's frozen like that for a little bit.
Now, boy.
Coming.
Man, I really hope you make it, kid. I kind of like you. Alright, cool. You made it. I was a little worried. And we made it to the Lake of the Nine, which is actually where I wanted to stop it last time. But I didn't. Oh, this is not the Lake of the Nine. We're about to meet the witch, though, which is who I did want to meet.
Close to the mountain before. Looks so big. Wish Mom was here to see it.
Alright, flipping over to check to see if I'm having any issues. No, okay, cool. Just make sure there's no alerts going on, because I did tweak some settings within my stream setup, and I just want to make sure it's not having any issues.
Oh boy.
All right.
Hey, look at that. What is it?
Boy,
Look, there are runes written along the side.
what does it say?
As we are, we two, we three. As I alone can never be.
A riddle.
Maybe there's a clue around here.
All right, time to find that clue. But first, I'm gonna grab some loot. We all know how important loot is. Now, there's supposed to be some armor in here that's actually supposed to be like Zeus's armor. Very
Seems like
intrigued
maybe
by
those
this.
rings should be turning. The rings are turning. Come back down.
Okay, so I forgot I gotta sync them up a little bit.
Still doesn't
Close,
look
but
like
not no
anything.
cigar. Now,
I think that part's right.
almost. Now, got it.
That's it.
All right.
I see runes.
Hi, bot. Nice to see you. I'm getting rid of you. There we go.
Boy,
Boy.
what do those runes say?
Oh.
Boy.
It says
Boy.
family. That's not a clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really? Kinslow. Something happened.
And this is the first of many times this is going to happen.
It worked.
Gotta love magic technology, or
I'm happy with that
magiteca,
rock, but
as it's sometimes called in some
I'm
games,
happy
which is a
to
really
leave
cool
this
concept.
place.
It is behind us now.
I want to go this way. I know that's the correct way, but I don't go this way. I feel like... Eh.
There's something up there.
Actually, let me check something with my skills real fast, because I did level... my weapon got upgraded, so I can take the next tier of combat. And I really haven't been spending the points. But what does this do? Okay, hang on. No, I want to look at my shield. I don't think I can do it. No, is that it? No. Is this? That's it. That's... Oh, and I don't have enough. All right, I'm saving up for that. Basically, the ability I was just looking at is my... ability to like deflect when somebody throws a ranged attack at me and throw it back at them, because I really like doing that. I really like using counterattacks.
Boy, these tracks.
A boar, maybe? Not sure. But I'll find it.
Go. It is important for a warrior to keep his skills sharp.
That is not a boar, but fighting it could be quite boring. Come here, I'm gonna throw that at your face. You know what? I'm gonna go full Kratos on his ass, which means I'm gonna punch him a lot. Oh my god, like, in this difficulty, like, the damage is so off the chain. Like, he has no health compared to what I'm used to. I almost forgot using this mode now. Almost. Like, the only reason I'm okay with still doing it is, one, I want to get through the story. But two, I feel like this is the true version of Kratos. Where he's just stomping on everything. Oh, did you just... You just saw me take out a massive effing troll. What made you think you had a chance? Excuse me? Anybody else? Will you guys stop it? I killed the boss. I forget that there's actually a fast throw for
I'm
this.
out of breath.
Did I forget anything? No, okay. All right. Oh, and then there is you. Oh, it's this one. I forgot about these. All right. I gotta find the chest in question so I can use that as a guidepost for what I'm trying to do. So there are several different versions of this, but basically you have to hit all the runes to unlock one of the chests. There it is.
Here.
This version,
What does it
you
say?
have to ring the bells.
Symbolize the three corners
Means there's a duration.
of fates.
Fate. No good comes from them.
Okay.
And yes, praise the sun, Gothic. Praise the sun. Glad to see you. Thanks for siege. But no, like the one person I was going to tell you before you had to step out for that shower. The one person I'd love to see, he does the voice for the English voice actor for La Million. Behind me is a picture done of La Million that was done in the form of a Magic the Gathering card, in the style of a Magic the Gathering card, done by one of my favorite artists named Ashley Gates, who I grew up with. So the picture's done by her, signed by him, and it's framed behind me. It was a gift, and it means a lot to me. I would love to meet him just to thank him personally for signing that for me. Oh yeah, that's fine. Especially if you live in Alabama, taking, like, because remember I'm from Florida, as I said before, with the 100% humidity, all that stuff. There is definitely not a problem with having to occasionally just take a shower.
But I hit it, didn't I? I did what you said and it looked like it bounced off. Could the board be magical?
What do you think?
It looked weirder than any board I've ever seen.
Get after it then.
See, in moments like that, you see his nurturing side. His nurturing side wasn't to give Artoris the answer. It was to let Artoris think it out himself.
Stay alert.
More of those people?
Something else.
Oh, that's fine. Tanjiro is cool,
Some of the bodies
though
of those weird dead things.
I'm doing okay. Well, I'm doing better than I was this morning, I'm not going to lie. My head was in a bad place this morning. Just a lot of... it's Valentine's Day, and I've been single for over a decade now. So that just kind of ate me up. No, I'm really glad that Pensacola has things like that at all, because Pensacola is... I'm going to call it backwater.
Here. It ran under.
Like, I don't mean to say it like it's an insult, but it kind of is. Pensacola's like three main things is the fact that it's got 3 military bases, and that's it.
I got it. Elbow up. Steady hand. Relax. Accuracy over speed.
Yeah.
Yes!
Do not lose it.
So yeah, that did kind of mess with me a little bit today. Fair. I thankfully live in Oregon now, where it's just a train ride, like train ride into the city, which is like $5 for all day public transportation. For me to go do anything I want. And that's even if I want to do that, I can walk pretty much anywhere I really would want to go. Go. Did I get lost? Oh, here we go.
I found him! Please hurry!
But as I said before, I have my that other channel now. Appreciate it if you take a look. If you already like my content, you'll get a lot more of it over there. This one will be more like geek commentary stuff. So there was a con that I was trying to go to out here, but it got canceled due to COVID stuff, and because we had a massive surge.
Wait for me, boy.
And so they decided to cancel it. So the good news is I got my money back. The bad news is I'll have to wait until next year to go to the next major con. Kevin Smith was going to be there, and I wanted to meet him especially because he's one of the people who inspired me to be any form of entertainer at all. Because his story is freaking awesome. But yeah, Mobile, yeah, Alabama as a whole, I
I
don't.
know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood.
Spoilers for anybody who doesn't know who that is. That's Freya,
Shoot him.
Odin's
You needed
wife.
food?
I would say ex-wife in this
Target
story
practice.
version.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine. I should have kept a closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You. The arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold. Now the right side. Hold it tight. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up. So now.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him. He must not die.
Kratos is so socially awkward. I have to bring that up real
stable
fast.
and calm for now. Great thought.
Like as stoic and like asshole-ish as he is,
This way.
he can be socially pressured by people he actually cares about. Because like he didn't give a flying hell what the witch said to him. But as soon as Artoris looked at him and said, "Hey, this is what we're doing," he's like, "Oh, I guess this is what we're doing then."
That bow's a little big for you, isn't it?
My mother made it for me. Said I'd grow into it.
I've never seen you in these woods. She must miss you being away from home.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah. For those who don't know the lore, I'm going to be spitting spoilers here for those who don't know the lore, but the reveal is Atreus' name, real name is Loki,
You live in a tree?
Not in it. Below it.
and Freya, and this is Freya, who is his adoptive mother
It's alright.
in Norse mythology. So I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with Ragnarok, because I still suspect Atreus will become the new main character at some
Is he
point.
friendly?
boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
So I'm very... Yes, you live in Oregon with me, and you have yet to come visit me, and I'm very salty about this. You have been less than an hour away from me before. 30 minutes away, because it would have been a train ride. But no, didn't come visit. Didn't even let me know so I can go visit you. Meanie poo. Ah, smack the back of your hand.
Quickly.
Yeah, that's fine. When I get my own place, you'll be able to crash on the couch.
Place him on the stave there. Keep him still.
You live alone?
It's better this way.
Yeah. My father doesn't like people either.
Boy.
Well, you don't.
Hold him still before he hurts himself.
I love the look on his face like, no, you're right.
Easy. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
What else?
Demigod,
Not of this
technically.
realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature, or his own.
That is none of
No
your
smack,
concern.
only head
The
pats.
gods of these realms don't take
Isn't
kindly
isn't
to
smacking your
outsiders,
head just
trust
aggressive
me.
head pats?
I know. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult.
They already
The
have.
boy will want answers.
That will be my problem.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me.
I love her hair.
I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden. Just a handful.
I need to look up who does her voice, because, like,
Fine.
it's sounding so familiar right now. It's bothering me that I can't
Chris.
place it immediately. So hang on, I'm looking this up. Let's see, who is it? Danielle Bussetti. All right, see who else she's done. She's got to have done other things. Hang on. It's not letting me... Okay, I'm going to pull up her wiki. Because it sounds familiar. She's done things like Curse of Chucky, which I never saw, so that's not it. No, I don't see her in anything I would have watched. She was in Charmed. Let me go to the more recent stuff, because that's more likely. She's in God of War 1 and 2, and these most recent God of Wars, obviously. She was in Anger Management. No, that was a TV show, Anger Management, not the movie. I'm really not seeing... What have I have heard her before? Or I might be... She sounds... to me, she does sound like... she sounds a bit like the person who does Leela's voice. Leela's voice for Futurama, which, by the way, we're getting a new season of Futurama. A show that had been canceled is back again. So, right now it's looking like we will not get Joe DiMaggio, or however you say his name, back, who did the voice of Bender. It's unknown why he's not returning. And that may change.
Would this help?
I gotta point out, like, he could have just handed it to him. Or,
You were
like,
chasing the animal.
but he had to do it as a drama.
What's wrong with me? If I lost it, then
You did lose it.
Like, once again, it's like one of those moments where you, like, really,
take better
I really have to think about, like, how much of a parent he actually, like, his way of parenting. It's not a way we would agree with. But you can see how much he does care based on how he does it. He didn't let Artreus, like, fall into what ifs. He just said, no, you did. And he's taught him to learn from it instead of, like, chastising on or anything like that. Among various other things. Like, he's actually, if you can figure out his language on the way he wants to show affection, you realize how much he really does care.
Oh, exactly what I need.
He wants Artorias to not have to rely on
so
his
he's gonna
dad.
live?
He wants him to have to rely on nobody.
Then we are leaving.
Wait. Not without thanks. You want solitude? This mark will hide you from those who might make your journey difficult.
I love how it looks like she's going to give them food at first. Such a motherly thing to do. Oh, you got dirt on your cheek. No, okay, now I'm going to draw the rune.
Hemele.
Not without thanks. You're the like we're the ones who shot the pig. What's the
There's a
thanks for?
shortcut below the house that leads safely out of these woods.
Your arm is fine.
Follow this path down.
Well, you're still not able to go
Then
back
head
up to your room
towards
yet to be
daylight.
able to play games with me yet. So,
Will we see you again?
or if it is, then cool. When
As much
let me know.
little as you like. Now get out of here.
She does
Oh,
such a
boy.
like. I do like this voice actress. She does a good job. But it sounded like it was Leela to me. Oh wait, hang on. Did I close it? No, I didn't. Okay, it's still up.
This
Yeah, it
underground
looks like the only thing
passage
she's done
should
is
put you
the
back
God of
on
War
your
games
path
that I
to
would have
the
seen her
mountain.
in.
Just use the book.
She was in Bones apparently, but I
And
only
take
saw like a
this.
handful of episodes
You
of
can
that.
use it to orient yourself and navigate the world.
2.5
It
Men,
will always
didn't see
steer
that many
you
episodes.
towards your goals.
Yeah, so she doesn't have like a massive filmography. Unless it's missing something. Let me look at her IMDb real fast. Yeah, still nothing. And she's really not in. Okay, apparently she does voice work for Madden games. Yeah, just really nothing. Like nothing against her. It's just nothing I've seen. No.
I see a boat.
Because trust me, I really would love to play some. Because I really want to play some Code Vein with you. I'm leveling up my character so that when you go to play, I'll be able to help you.
Nightmares. Mom used to tell me about them. Didn't think they were actually real.
The only reason I'm not doing that as part of a
Yeah.
stream to get ready for Elden
give
Rings
people
is because
nightmares.
I want everybody to see
Or
you
they
play it, not
are
me.
nightmares.
Plus, I already have a Let's Play
I
of
don't
it.
remember. I wish I could ask her.
Alright, let's equip that since it's my first one. There's not really much I can do this time, but every time I come back, there's a little bit more I can do. Like, I can't even get to that chest, I don't think.
Now we'll get to the mountain quick. I just can't believe I'm here. In all this. There was a time I thought I'd never leave our woods. Not even my own beds.
You are not to blame for your sickness.
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just saying. This is great. There's the mountain.
See, right there, that's
How
another
close we are.
example of him being nurturing. Like,
How do you know?
Arturus is like very hard on himself for
If that
being
smells
sick
the
all the
sea.
time. And the actual reason for that is because his god nature is really fucking with him.
Look at that. It's Thor.
Thor, god of thunder.
That's right. I never thought you listened when Mother spoke of the gods.
I seldom did. Did she speak of one who could feel no pain?
Oh. That sounds like Baldur.
Balder.
An Aesir god. Son of Odin and Frigg.
And Odin is king.
That's right. Why do you ask?
Anyway, sorry, I was letting them talk. Because he's really self-conscious about the fact that he was sick when he was young, so he was unable to
I
do
see
that much.
something. Just sitting there.
So
in the
he's
middle
really
of the lake.
self-conscious about it. And in his own way, Kratos just said, "Don't worry about it. It's not your fault."
I see runes there in his chest. Can't quite make it out. It reads, "Sacrifice your arms to the center of the water. Awaken again the cradle of the world." What? Throw our weapons into the water? Guess that won't be a problem for you. Are you gonna do it?
The axe did not return.
I'm going to point out, I still think Kratos is more dangerous without it. Ooh, that's cool. So since you sent me that link, I should be able to look that up. What's going on? Oh, you haven't dropped it in the chat. If you want to, feel free to drop that link into general.
What is this?
It's the world serpent.
Boy. victory imbued.
Stay calm, boy!
I am! This is great!
I love that Artorias is loving this.
It speaks?
Yeah! Mom said he's friendly!
What is it saying?
I don't know! That was amazing! Wait, there's a shipwreck way over there. See that?
Man, sorry, I got wrapped up into that, like how they did
I can
the.
see a lot more of him now.
The water dropped, and the serpent rose.
Oh, that must be why the beach wasn't there before, see? And there's the mountain. Look it, that building leads from the foot of the mountain to that golden temple.
It was all just under the surface.
Except for the statue. Good thing, huh? There's even a dock. There, next to the flag.
Oh, that's fine.
We're going
And
to
then
the
I can
dock
actually
first,
talk
right?
about it a little bit on stream. I got no
We'll be the
problem doing
first
that
people
because,
to walk on it.
like, to be
Who
honest,
knows
like
how
my original intent for streaming again was not to do like a talk show stuff, but not just be a let's player either. So
And bites his own tail.
An exaggeration.
you love this part. Okay, so question, audience. I'm gonna keep moving, but do you guys want me to knock out some of the side content to power up, or do you guys want me to just move forward? Because I am doing it on easy, so there's no real underpoweredness. Like, I am self-conscious
the
about playing it
mountain?
on easy after, especially like doing
see.
Dark Souls stuff.
If it isn't the bearded beaver, it is Saxy. Have I got something for you too?
Brock? But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get in here. I got something for you. And don't go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
Okay. What do you think he wants?
To test our patience.
When word gets out about my new shop, folks will finally come out of hiding. They'll be clawing all over each other just to catch a whiff of my wares.
Do
You
side
watch.
stuff? Aye, doing side stuff. I'll be able to breeze through most of it, so.
You rush around like that.
Yeah, because if you guys wanted me to rush through and do the story stuff, I could do that.
Catch! The pile of rocks there, with that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you ever see him out in the world, use it to get back to me quick. But it's only one way. Straight back here and nowhere else. And whatever you do, never, never, ever throw yourself over the edge of the path, lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us wanting.
I've done that before, just a heads up. Alright, so I could get myself some new armor. I really don't need to. Oh, it's trying to show me that I can do, like, upgrades and stuff. Yeah, I don't have enough frozen flames. But I could upgrade his quiver, which makes his arrows shoot faster, which I really don't care to do that yet. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to get really anything right now. Like, I do kind of want to get armor. Oh, I could get that. Alright. Anyway, we're going to move on and we're going to go do some side stuff. Oh, that's really cool. Especially the fact that you get to play the game with your dad. Because my dad plays video games too, but most of the time he plays games like Battlefield, for
We should
instance.
search them for
And
resources.
he used to play Fortnite too, which is not games I really play personally, but so me and him don't get to play a lot of games together. But we both are gamers, so we understand each other when we're talking about, hey, I achieved this thing. So
I wish we could have gone on a trip like this with Mother. She could fight, couldn't she?
Yes. She fought. Beautifully.
he said something positive about somebody else who existed. If that does not tell you how much he cared about her. Like, I'm really curious, like, how did she win him over? Like, what did Faye do to get him to trust her and care about her as much as he does? Because he clearly is messed up beyond repair right now because of her being gone. Oh, this is taking me back to the witch. I don't want to go there. Oh, that makes it better. It basically makes it a new game.
Whoa. Know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had stories. Weren't you told me when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew long ago. His stories were brief and purposeful.
Sounds fun. Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Unlikely.
So what happens?
They wager on a race between them.
I'm waiting
The
for him to
hare
finish
is
the
too
story.
confident of victory and foolish, while the tortoise is steady and disciplined. The tortoise wins.
You haven't told a lot of stories, have you?
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Well, what you can do is you can challenge him to play in a way he's not used to. If he's used to doing like I do, like either a dex build or a bop them until they die techniques with a big ass weapon, you could push him to try and use a bow or something.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot even blocking that'll kill me. Well, no. So what I was gonna say was, let's not forget. Like, so here's the mental place he was at the end of God of War 3. So let's talk about that for a second, because people forget that he had just killed all the Greek gods, minus maybe Aphrodite, because I don't remember him actually killing Aphrodite. But he kills all the Greek gods.
Mother, no!
Yeah. Yeah, Demon Souls, the bows are a lot more powerful, and I know in Dark Souls 3 they're also really powerful if you know how to use them, which I don't. Yeah, I can't do this one yet. As much as I want to. I know it's meant to be a challenge, but yeah, I can't do this. Anyway. So he killed all the gods. He also just found out he killed his dad, too, by the way. Which he didn't care, but he killed his dad. And he pretty much doomed Greece for the most part. He's the reason the drachma fell and all that good stuff. There's some beach stuff this way. And I will be doing Demon Souls at some point, by the way. I said I was going to do it, and I promise I'm going to do it. The only reason I hadn't is because I was like, well, I have the money to either buy Returnal or Demon Souls, and I decided Returnal just to give a different game a try. And then I'm not going to say I don't
Hey,
like
look,
Returnal.
a torch.
It's just not my
A
cup of
torch is
tea.
built with wood. That is a brazier.
A brazier. Looks like there's something written on it. Want me to read it?
Enemies ahead!
We did it!
That was quick.
Well fought, you two.
What is that? You're dead?
You're very perceptive and reckless. Take caution when lighting these braziers. Sather and Hellwalkers will swarm to the flames like moths. I assume we have you to thank for freeing us from a watery grave.
Us?
Other spirits.
The Lake of Nine is full of them. Most are able to move on from this realm, but we, lucky few, are stuck here in Midgard until our affairs are in order. Perhaps you can help them.
We have no...
Help us do undead things so we can move on. That's the moral of what he was just talking about. Hi, Stepe. How have you been?
Come, let us not be distracted.
Don't think I can blow that up the way it is. So let's see. There's got to be a way to break those rocks. Oh, I see it now. It's right there. Got it. Alright, now that the rocks are gone, I should be able to climb up there. Yay, I got big chest. I have really big chest. I make no apologies for that statement. Alright. I would like to find out how to get rid of those roots, but I don't know how. There's got to be another way to... Oh, there it is. There's the way to blow that up. Blew it up. Yay, more loot. I like loot.
Ooh, good find.
Abandoned ship. More hack silver. How was your weekend? How's your Valentine's Day going? Personally, I don't like Valentine's Day, but hey. There's gotta be a way to remove that. Like, I don't think I ever successfully did it, so meh. And I can't just, it won't let me just jump and use the ropes for anything, so I guess it's something I'd have to come back to. Oh well, not important. I already got more than I was expecting. All I really was after was the missing ship head, because you get the whole set of that, you get a decent amount of hack silver. And I'll be able to do some upgrading.
I guess we should keep an eye out for other spirits.
What did I say about distractions?
But it sounds like they needed help.
They are spirits, boy. Dead things. They have no needs, only wants.
It feels wrong to ignore them.
We will get over these feelings.
Mom would have wanted to help them.
What was that, boy?
Nothing.
I thought as much.
I love as the game progresses, he slowly gains, I'm going to say a backbone, and actually starts calling out his dad's meanness. Boy.
Hey, it's another brazier.
I suppose you wish to light it.
Can I? Kavakia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just do that? Ow. Well, of course, I had to say boy. It's like when you say praise the sun while someone's playing Dark Souls.
The axe isn't working?
Do it. Just a warning. Most.
The axe isn't working.
There we go. Oh shit! I should have walked away.
I don't believe it. Are you both alive?
Most of the
Another
time.
spirit.
Yes.
Hello.
I can't remember the last time I saw
okay if
something
it's said
walk
twice, I
these
don't care.
islands that wasn't dead.
Ain't nobody gonna care.
What do you mean?
That's
Do you know it?
enough.
Do you need anything?
Boy.
I own.
Desolation happened. Bad things. Things started dying. Corrupted remnant. Oh, okay. Coolsies. Let's see. I guess I can't go this way yet. Now, the other thing I'm wondering is if I can see the Odin's bird from here. Nah. Alright. I'll worry about that later. 'Cause I'm
Boy, what
really
did I
curious
tell
what the
you
reward
about
for doing that
offering
is.
Don't.
Correct.
But can't we
This
just...
is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our journey need be your only concern.
But what if they can help us? That one seemed to know little about the lake.
And how does that help us with our goal?
We won't know unless we ask.
Yeah, because those sign things are going to mean a lot more to you
I
than,
told
like...
you he's big.
Yeah, those sign things are going to mean a lot more to you, trust me. Because anybody can go buy a comic book or whatever. But having a signed
another
item
story?
from a person that
One
you
more.
care about or,
There
like, you
was
respect
a horse.
means a whole lot more.
The horse sought vengeance upon his enemy, a stag. But he could not kill the stag alone. The horse met a man, a hunter, and made a deal. He took the man's bit and bridle and allowed him to ride in a saddle on his back. Together, they killed the stag,
I'm letting them finish
and
the
the
story.
horse tasted victory. But the hunter would not release the horse and made a slave of him.
So getting revenge cost him his freedom. Hope it was worth it.
It was not.
Huh, that sounds like the story of him and somebody else.
Well,
Got one of the Eyes of Odin. I'm up to
Brazier?
2.
If you must.
Man, I'm really bad at this. Mind you, I'm actually much better aiming the heavy throw. I say that, and I miss every time.
I don't know if you're still there.
Seriously. That's one. Y'all saw that, right? It's stuck. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good. Increased my health.
Now where do we go from here?
There we go.
Boy,
Oh. I'm just going rampage on these guys.
I wish I was strong enough to do that.
I know I keep saying this, but I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do with Ragnarok. Because once again, I still really do not think it's going to be
Not bad, right?
Kratos as the
A decent
main
start.
character the whole time.
Well done, boys.
I gotta talk to this
Thought
guy.
I'd see a scrap like that again.
what do you want?
To thank
So you died.
Indeed.
Have you seen?
Only
Useless.
Well, we can't expect them all to know something useful. Hey, it's a fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like
All right,
this.
that's 1 of 4. I know where 2 of them are, off the top of my head. I don't need to stress about getting everything right now because I will have to do some of this. Come back to some of this again after the water's lowered
Maybe the next
again.
one will have more information.
Keep your expectations low, boy. Spirits are rarely useful.
How do they even exist?
When you sever a man from his life, it is not always a clean cut.
So you've met other spirits?
Yes, many.
What were they like?
Annoying.
Many. What were they like? Annoying. Which it might be including his brother, actually. Because Kratos, and then one of the old PSP games for God of War, he had a
One
brother.
more story.
One more. There was a tale of a frog. His pond had dried up, so the frog and his son left to find a new home.
Hang on.
They found a well. The son saw the water and made to jump in, but the father stopped him. He saw the well was deep, and once inside, they would not be able to escape if the water dried up again. Wisely, they moved on.
That's it?
Yes.
That's really not a story. If the sun jumped in, it would be a story.
Then he would be trapped and starved while the father watched helplessly.
See? That's a story.
He's not good at doing these parables, I think there are. I forget what they're called. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat that one either. Because, like, everything here can just one-shot me.
Ah, more of
I really just came here for that.
Good.
Well, let's try anyway. Why can't I move? There we go. Now I'm rolling. I'm being as cheap as possible. There we go. Nope. 100% parent skill. No. Like, it takes real parent skill to embarrass their kid the whole time, too. Like, that's a real parent skill right there. Wait till they fully form before I rampage this time. God damn it! I pushed the wrong buttons. This is my fault. It's on easy mode, still dying. Mind you, it's because I'm fighting creatures that are more powerful than me. The challenge is you're fighting something that can one-shot you. But that was also my own fault because I went to Rampage and I'm sitting there pressing R1, L1. It's the joystick thing. See, that's that right there. Like, why I was waiting is because while the barrier's up, they can just stand behind it and I can't damage them. Did y'all see the distance on that? The wind is what killed me. It's like, boom. Alright. I'm going to try one more time and hopefully don't get caught on the portal while I'm trying to rage on them. And if that doesn't work, then we're just going to keep going. Nope. Got it. That was all of them.
I can help out more if you want. Just let me know.
What did I get? I got Dust of Realms. All right. Cool. I can upgrade things now. All right, we are going to use the portal. Why? Because I want to go through the Yggdrasil. Could you imagine having access to the Yggdrasil to get to wherever you want?
Look at this place. This must be a branch of the World Tree.
Boy, stay on the path.
Right.
You can 100% just choose to jump off here. Like, it actually lets you. And I did that the first time. I was like, oh, it's telling me to go here. Clearly, this is where I'm supposed to go. By the way, no. No, it was not.
Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella, about yay high, doesn't feel pain, sounds drunk but probably just slow? Hey, how'd you think I feel about it? If I'd wanted Aesir business, I'd have set up shop outside a brothel. Or a fighting pit. Or a fighting brothel.
Did he say Aesir? Like gods?
No.
Let's do it.
You just may have accidentally revealed a bit more than he wanted you to. Alright, I'm going to sit back down now. Alright, let's see here. I could craft some things. I really don't want any of this stuff yet, because I don't want to, like, spend the resources on something I'm going to switch out pretty rapidly. I was wondering why that was blowing up at me. Yeah, that's the thing. A little surprised, actually.
Next time, I guess.
Alright, I'm going to actually advance a little bit. Like, I know there's a lot more lake I could explore and all this stuff, but all the things I want to do require me to, like, go this way. So I'm going to go this way. Oh, for anybody who wants to know, the first episode of my Blair Witch VR Let's Play comes out today, 6 p.m. my time, which is about 5 hours from now. Did I just kill 2 of them in one throw? That's awesome. Anyway, what was the other thing I was going to say? Word of warning. Hi, Konya. I am going to be brutally honest. The first video of that Blair Witch Let's Play, VR Let's Play is going to be a little slow because it's just introducing the world and you really don't get to see any of the spooky, scary stuff yet. I wanted to honestly skip it and not make a video of it, but I'm like, then people would be upset they didn't get to see it, and I don't want to make them have to watch my original Let's Play of the non-VR side. So, gonna be honest about that. But anyway, hi Kanye, how you doing? Or McGregor, which I don't know what you want to go by. But either way, hi. How's it going? How's your Valentine's Day?
What is that? It smells awful.
Poison.
I still can't read these.
Okay, so I need to get the, okay. Well, before I go that way, I'm gonna go this way first. So we can go ahead and read this, get some more of the world lore going on.
Another one here.
Another one bites the dust.
Look!
And another
It's the
one gone,
monster.
and another one gone.
He's so much bigger than I imagined.
I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, look! He bit Thor! Or will bite him. Looks like.
Molden myth. Alright, what did I just find? Probably more hack silver. Oh, world scale fragment. Nice. Oh, I need to actually check my gear now that I'm thinking of it, because I've been meaning to actually look to see what I can change out. Because I've gotten a few things that I just didn't bother. There. That's a free upgrade I just got because I had found it earlier, and I don't think I have enough to get the shield upgrade I'm after. Actually, I do. Cool. I can finally do that. So for anybody who doesn't wasn't paying attention earlier, that now I can deflect back ranged attacks, which is something I really like to do. Which if I was playing at a higher difficulty, which I'm not, would be almost instrumental to surviving some of the difficulty.
Oh.
Right now, I'm just more interested in just advancing the plot. Okay, we're gonna back up. Throw that. Then we're gonna throw that again. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't do anything with that until I go to the Alfheim. Hey, McGregor, you got any theories on what's going to be coming on with? Oh, that's one of the other ones. Okay, so I know where the other two are off top pretty well. Do you have any theories what's going to be happening with the next one, Ragnarok?
Oh, what were those things? They smelled awful.
Your mother called them scorn poles. Poison magic. She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
It's just funny to think of her teaching you something.
Yes.
Because right now the running theory I'm running on is that Kratos something will happen with Kratos and Artorias will probably take over. That's my running theory.
Whoa.
I kind of hope I'm wrong,
Sure is
but I don't
foggy
think
here.
I'm going to be wrong. And for those who don't know, we're about to meet the other dwarf brother.
Another dwarf. Should we...
No. He is of no consequence.
Hi, excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
And, while I won't dispute that, I know that blade. It was one of ours, but, we didn't make it for you.
Step aside.
I can't. See, the woman we made it for, well, I am quite fond of her, and I would be somewhat displeased if it turns out that you did something to her.
It was my mother's. She left its father before she died.
Face dead?
Yeah.
I'm very, very sorry to hear that.
Man, we've come so far from like
She was a fierce warrior.
the facial animation in video games. Like, I think this character is a good example.
Okay. I will make improvements to the axe.
But nobody asked you to.
Well, it's true, but knowing your mother, she would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my brother.
I knew it. You are Brock's brother. The other half of the brand's here.
The blue one is your brother.
Yes. Though
The
my
blue
talents
one.
are
Does
vast
bother learning
superior.
his name. Just...
No boast. I swear to Freya.
I love how
not
like different
undo
their
his work.
personality is. He's so
Improve upon
freaking
it
skittish.
only.
Yeah, but can you put it down over there? That handle is
No.
filthy. Okay then.
By the way, I found out a bit about the lore about this the weapon.
Just...
These guys also made Mjolnir,
Oh,
and they made the Leviathan axe as the answer to Thor's hammer, or Mjolnir, however you say, or Meow Meow. I prefer Meow Meow from Thor too.
is that dried blood? Oh,
So what were you working on?
that. I call it the Sky Mover. Just up that mountain waits a treasure trove of rare resources. Once I mine it, I'll need a way to bring it all down.
And you know how to fix it?
Not even a little. Ready
Such a
and ready.
dick. Okay, I can now buy resurrection stones, which means Artoris can revive me once for free. Go ahead and pick it up. Alright, let's see. Like, I do see all this, like, armor stuff I could be getting, but I
And what
really
can I
just
do
don't
for you?
want to.
What shall it be?
Like, yeah, I do get it that it will make me more powerful, but once again, I'm playing on a low enough difficulty that getting anything just kind of
Don't
feels,
forget
yeah.
to wash your hands.
Oh, let me check to see if I've got any upgrading I can do to, like, the hammer itself. Well,
Did you
first,
really make that axe for my mother?
Oh, I'd recognize it anywhere. Ask me. It's one of our best. Infused with the echoing screams of 20 frost trolls. Give or take.
But why her? How did you know her?
She sought us out in the beginning. She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people. I suppose we thought it was a chance to give power to someone who'd use it for good.
go ahead and upgrade his
She'd
bow.
say, Madurin sem gengur, egen vigum hans.
Gengur.
That's right. That's impressive. I see a lot of her in your eyes. You know?
Thanks, Cinder.
Don't touch me.
What? I didn't. I won't.
So
come
freaking
back.
skittish. I like. Once again, I love the characterization they gave the characters. They're not. He's not two-dimensional. Like, they could have easily done that, but they made. So on my personal playthrough, I was playing on the difficulty above this, and when I started this one, I was playing on the second highest difficulty. And the only reason I stopped is because I'm like, I'm trying to get ready for Elden Rings to come out, and I want to get as much of the story out as possible before. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, there it is. But, because, like, even the most basic fight took forever, and that's if I did everything right. And, so I was like, as much as I want to play this on max difficulty, and I might make a challenge of myself to do it, for a stream much later on, but for right now, because I'm going to stop playing this as soon as, Elden Rings drops. So I really don't want to... I really don't want to get stuck in this, because I was like, oh, I got stuck on this one fight. Where the hell is he? Oh, way the hell up there. Wow, it's... There, got him. 25th. Elden Rings comes out the
I'm out of
25th. The new expansion for Destiny 2 comes out the 22nd, which I'll probably be doing some co-streaming with Shared on that
Are we
one.
getting closer
I
to
might do
announcing?
some on my own, because
We are.
it's a huge-ass expansion I'm pretty interested in. And there's something else that comes out around that time. I can't remember what it is. So not so next Tuesday, not tomorrow Tuesday, but the following Tuesday will be
Take her down, boy.
will be Destiny 2's expansion drop. You just beat Baldir? Nice. I would like to be able to beat the Valkyrie Queen. I don't know if I'll be able to. I doubt I'll be good enough to be able to do it, but I'd like to try. But if you were doing it on max difficulty, that's damn impressive. Like, it's not even the fact that fighting like, the fights can be easy in this
Do you
game,
think for
as
this
in, like, the
last leg,
mechanics are
announcing
easy,
that
But the things will have just so much health that you'll just like one little mess up will restart your whole fight.
She meant more to me than you anyway.
And, like I feel it like
just
on
meant
max difficulty, this
I
game
spent
can be
more
more
time
brutal
with
than a Dark Souls
Not
game.
fronting her.
It would serve you to stop talking.
He just made the mistake of saying that he thinks that he loved his mom more than Kratos. Yeah, it's not a thing. Kratos does not do half measures. Either he completely loves somebody or he doesn't. Imagine it. That's what I want. That's what I want in my life. You know, I would 100% be streaming that right the hell now. Like, Elden Rings, we're going to be doing Bloodborne in VR. I haven't even been bothering to use any of these special attacks either, now that I'm thinking of it. Mind you, I kill things so fast it doesn't matter. I was actually, when I was playing Warhammer, okay. When I was playing Warhammer, Tempest Fall, because I was going to do a video on it, but, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to. I was testing out new recording methods, and it really didn't work out, but I'll probably go back and try it again anyway. Elden Rings VR. Yeah, that's another good one. Running the horse would just give you so much lower motion sickness. I saw potential for them to be able to make that. They have a cave troll.
Let him go!
No, good thing I just got that new armor. Right now, I even get to fight the cave troll.
Father?
Alright, time to go God of War on his ass.
Ready yourself.
Punch him in the butt! I'm punching him in the butt! Horizon Zero Dawn always scares me with those giant loud dino machines. Imagine playing that in VR. Yeah. 100% right. Or Shadow of the Colossus. That'd be another good one. The only problem with like Shadow of the Colossus... Well, no. Well, that could cause some motion sickness issue. Purely because of like while you're climbing the thing's also moving. A lot of games that came out in 2000 are getting remakes. I know Chrono Trigger was just announced to be getting a remaster. I think it's probably also going to get a remake. Because they did that with Final Fantasy VII. Where they're like, oh yeah, we're doing a remaster. They do a Final Fantasy VII remaster. And then like, oh, by the way, here's the remake. So you ended up buying both anyway. Oh, which reminds me, I want to ask the audience. Are any of you interested in me doing a Final Fantasy VII Intragrade playthrough, which is like the weird DLC expansion that they did for... Ain't no problem with that. That's the games I grew up on. Make me feel old.
Whoa. I can see
I kind of almost play Final Fantasy X now.
Indeed.
Which game are you talking about? Talking about this game or... Oh, I'd have to buy it. Mind you, I'm getting my tax return in like 2 days, and then I get one of my... Okay, cool. If you've already beaten Baldir, you should be near the end. I thought he was like the final boss.
Smoke?
Mind you, there's like a lot of side content, especially like the Valkyries that you can fight. Who are insanely powerful. And then the Queen of the Valkyries does the abilities of all the Valkyries simultaneously, so that's a lot of fun.
Stay back, boy.
Ugh. What is that?
You must find another way up.
The witch. Well,
Yeah,
she
this game
was
is
there,
phenomenal. Like
and
the
she could get
artwork,
us
it's
past
beautiful.
this.
My
I'm
magic
gonna.
is
I want
useless
to.
against the Black Breath,
Well,
and there's
because no one
way
cares about
around
this.
it.
I want to
Odin
yell
saw
about
to that
EA
long
right
ago.
now.
What are you doing here?
So
Making
EA
sure you
has
can
Star Wars
finish your
Squadrons,
journey.
which, by the way, the game's
Why
actually
would you
pretty
warn
fun. The
us?
gameplay is
I was
fun. I
busy
love flying around in
saving my
X-Wings and
friend,
TIE fighters and
if you
blowing shit
remember.
up. It's a lot of fun. Could it be better? Yeah, it could always be better.
The Black Breath is a
What does
corruption
piss
of
me
magic.
off,
Even
what
I can't
does
dispel.
upset me,
Only the pure light of Alfheim
is if
is
you-
strong enough to break through.
only the elf magic can pierce the,
But that road is
black
long.
smoke. Spoilers, I'm going to
What does this
Alfheim now,
all
and she's
mean?
going to show me how to get there. That's
It's everything.
everything she's about to say. Anyway,
Why help us?
hang on.
Maybe I see more of myself in you.
Oh,
than
the
I'm
first
willing
time
to
you fight Baldir. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you were further along.
Maybe by helping you, I'll make up for a lifetime of mistakes.
So you haven't seen this far.
Or maybe
My
I
bad.
just like you,
I would recommend cranking down that
You shot
difficulty.
your friend?
even though you shot my friend. Yes.
But what was I saying?
Where must we go?
What was I saying? I completely forgot.
To a realm beyond your own.
What was I talking about a second ago? Like my brain completely turned off for half a second. I was in the middle of a rant, and it turned off. If anybody remembers, throw it in chat, and then
Going
I'll
to
start
another
up again
realm?
because I can't
Are you
remember.
coming with us?
Only for a little while.
Only for a little while.
I can't. Okay. Why can't you turn down the difficulty? It's right there in the settings. From here you would go to options, settings, gameplay. They're right there. Oh, EA rant. That's right. Thank you. So Star Wars Squadrons, huge ass budget, huge ass budget.
This. Graython.
And the gameplay's fun, but except for it could be better.
Sindri.
The dwarf at
I
the
said
foot
all
of
that
these
to get to
hills.
this part. One, it should have been a part of Battlefront 2. It should have just been a part of that.
No one
Okay,
was
whatever
there
they
when I
did.
passed by.
It's got its
Perhaps
its
they
own
finished.
story, which is fine.
Dwarves are
Here's
awfully
the
resourceful.
problem I
And
have.
irritating.
All
Based
of
on
the
the
talking
TV
animations are done
That too.
horribly. So here's how they talk. They'll say, "Hi, my name is General such and such. I'm here to do that." They have this long ass pause between every statement. You can see what the voice recordings
Tyr's
were.
temple is at the center of
It
the
won't
lake.
let you?
It is from there we travel to Alfheim.
It's just right there in the settings. You should be able to adjust it right there. You go like you're going to change your gear. For me, it's press triangle, settings, gameplay.
Thankfully, it's no longer underwater.
Why is that creature in the bay?
No one knows. He
So, but
just
the
appeared
infinite amount
one
of
day.
budget EA has, and they
Soon
couldn't
after,
think of
Thor
editing the
attacked,
dialogue
and
and the
their battle
cinematics
could
of
be
you
felt
talking to
across
people
all
to be
the
a little bit more
lands.
smoother. But no, it's just such a
Ultimately, it ended in a
no shit.
stalemate,
You guys can go
and
look at my
Thor
playlist of it.
returned
I
to
bitch
Odin
about it throughout my
empty-handed.
whole playtime. Like the
The
game's
serpent
fun.
stayed
I
and
do
grew
enjoy it. I
so
did enjoy
large,
it.
He now spans all of Midgard.
See? Told you.
I don't know. I don't know why that
hated each
is.
other
I would
ever
almost tell you start a new save
Destined
then,
to kill each other
because you really shouldn't be doing Gimme God of War unless you've already beaten the game once and know what to
I really
do.
wish I didn't, child.
So you know how to spend your XP and stuff correctly. But a piece of advice I will give you: in your skills, under the shield, get that counter blast. Let's see here. I have more points to spend though. Let me upgrade my using of axe. I want to actually smack people better with the axe, so I can actually probably take all of these abilities. There we
We
go.
talked to the world serpent.
You did?
But yeah, I would.
Exaggeration.
I'm good with languages, even ones I've never heard before. But when he talks, I can't.
Yeah, I would
understand
recommend that because.
Sadly, no one
So
can.
if someone does a ranged
He
attack
speaks
against
their
you and you
tongue.
block at the right time at the last second, you'll catch it and
be
throw it
right.
right back at them. And that makes a world of difference. Knowing when to counter with that shield can change every fight. Especially when you don't have time to stop and aim your weapon. I so love how they did Freya.
Watch your step. Just along here.
You sure? We came through here before, and there's no way back across.
Like both interpretations they've done of Freya in recent literature has been really cool.
Let me
Like
show
in
you
Marvel with Thor, they did a good job there.
Are you watching? Dios.
What? It's solid.
Elven architecture. My bowstring was soaked in the light of Alfheim. It can now reawaken the magic of the elves.
Wait, it won't just disappear, will it?
Not as long as the light shines free. This way.
I want one. Those roots. What kind of magic is that?
It's Vanir.
From Vanaheim?
You know of it?
Just stories. Mother didn't say much about the Vanir gods. Just that they're always at war with the Aesir. As compared to Odin and Thor, they're the good guys.
There are no good gods, boy. Thought I taught you that.
Like, I know that wasn't intended, but the look on her face when she turned to look at me fits her personality. That with one, he doesn't know she's a god. That's part one. Part two, he's saying that to a kid who doesn't know he's a god.
Tyr's temple. Built with help from the giants, Great Tyr used it to travel the 9 realms and keep the peace between them.
Doesn't seem very peaceful. Everywhere we go, we're attacked. Especially by dead things.
The risen dead grow ever more numerous. Once the roads and trails would have been full of people. Now all have hid or fled.
So,
For the Reavers.
I want to tell you all my favorite Norse story real fast. Like, anybody who knows me actually knows this is one of my favorite. So, just a little bit of backstory. Loki has 4 kids. He actually has more than that, but there are 4 kids that stand out.
Make a right at the bottom of these stairs.
He has 4. The World Serpent is 1. Hel, half undead woman,
Another one of those light crystals.
is 2. And the you have Sleipnir, which is a 8-legged horse, which is used by Odin. Is actually he is the mother of. Go figure.
Mending the disrepair. Start by lifting that axle.
But the 4th one is the one we're going to talk about. There are no good gods or evil.
Good. Now push it back.
They are just gods. Although Loki's sometimes referred to as god of evil. Not always.
The wheel onto the track.
But the 4th one is the one we're going to talk about. Is Fenrir. Fenrir is usually depicted as a giant wolf. I argue he's not always, but whatever.
Push the bridge along the track.
What? The whole entire bridge is turning. How is the whole entire bridge turning? Boy, you're really strong.
Just keep pushing until the bridge reaches its first position.
Fenrir. So the story with Fenrir is
No.
He's always been really strong. So about the dead. We heard someone call them Hellwalkers.
hang on, I'm letting them talk.
But what are they?
They are poor, restless souls, denied their judgment and their peace.
By what? Did Vanir magic raise the dead?
It could, once. But this is no spell. This plague of dead is but a symptom of a world out of balance. Something or someone has meddled with powerful forces. That is all I know for sure.
Alright, there we go. I just wanted to get that out of the way because that was actually important stuff.
That's perfect.
Alright, so Fenrir
Come back up.
was
We're ready
already
now.
regarded as one of the most dangerous warriors. Okay? He was insanely powerful in his own right.
That was impressive.
Without like super magical weapons like Thor has with his
Did
hammer.
not hurt my back.
So he was already insanely dangerous. And a prophecy comes out that he will
Wait.
he'll be the one who kills Odin during Ragnarok.
All the races helped with its construction. It was the last great act
That he would
of
be the one to
cooperation
consume
between
Odin
the
during
realms before
Ragnarok.
peace disappeared
So
for
Odin
good.
being Odin, he goes, well shit, we can't let that happen. And like 90% of Norse problems start because of a prophecy. So the end result, so it ended up with them deciding they had to contain Fenrir.
Its power is now depleted.
Hang on
Only
a
a
second.
few knocks of magic remained in the bowstring, and we used them.
Yeah, giant puppy. We'll get to that in a second.
Your bow, please.
Are you good?
Once you claim the light of Alfheim, infuse the bowstring with its power. Don't forget.
I'm very curious about the sword on her back too. Anyway,
You talk like you're not coming with us.
I'll
so
try, but measures were taken to keep me trapped in Midgard.
she's trapped in Midgard. If she tries to leave, she gets yoinked back. You'll see that in a minute.
Is this it? It's so dark.
So
This temple has
that's
been
Finr's
asleep
that's Finr's
underwater for
sorry,
almost
that's
150
Odin's reaction to everything.
winters.
That's 90% of
It
Norse
needs only the
mythology
light
is
of the
that them trying to
Bifrost
react
to
to a
reawaken.
prophecy. Where Greek mythology is 90% Zeus had sex with it. But anyway, so they decide they got to stop that from happening. So what they do is they try to contain Fenrir. So they make a challenge. They say, hey, we're going to chain you up and all these fetters and chains and locks and all this stuff. And if you can break free, you'll be regarded as one of the greatest warriors in Asgard. He's like, all right, whatever. They put it on him. He stands up, breaks instantly like it was nothing. He's like, all right, cool story, bro. What you got?
How does it work?
So they're like, well,
You will need
shit.
this, a Bifrost.
So they get
create
more
travel
chains,
between
heavier
realms.
chains, greater locks.
capture,
And they
hold,
say,
and
if you can
transfer
break
the
this,
light
we
of
will
all time.
acknowledge you as the greatest
Place the
warrior
Bifrost
in
there.
all of Asgard. Not just one of, but the. He's like, all right, bro. They put him on him, he stands up, doesn't break, and he's like, all right, fine. Jumps,
now?
and it breaks instantly.
Give it a moment.
All the chains
The
just go
temple
everywhere
needs time to wake up
with
from
it.
its long slumber. It is
With
from
it
this
or with its
room
mother. I'm going to
and
point
this
that
room
out.
alone that you will be able to cross between realms. What you
so they're
see
like,
before you represents the
we
temple
can't
in
contain
which
this
we
guy. We just
stand,
used our heaviest
as
chains
well
and we
as
can't
the
break
realm
them.
towers
So
that
is everything. They
encircle
go to the
a lake of
dwarves to
light
make some
inside.
magical item.
All the realms exist in the same
I'll let her
physical
finish. This is
space,
kinda cool.
reflections of each other. These doors, the towers outside, and the 9 realms are all intertwined and coexisting on the branches of the World Tree, separated only by the Bifrost light of Alfheim. This
All
place
realms
can
exist in the
focus
same
and
place except for
control
their
that
slightly
light.
different frequencies. It's the best way to describe it.
Only an artistic representation of it. No, the Yggdrasil is much, much more than this. The Tree of Life is bound to the fate of the world.
I love how the
just
tree
as
of
we are
the
bound
Yggdrasil
to
tree
it.
is depicted in Valheim. That's a
The
really
tree
cool game.
nourishes our soils.
I almost want to play
The
that on
dew
stream a
from
bit
its
more.
leaves feeds our valleys and rivers. The tree's very existence supports all of creation along its boughs. Its life energy interwoven into the tapestry of life. Birth, growth, death, and rebirth.
Like, just the artisticness
Every
behind this. I'm
strand
sorry, I'm getting caught up in
transcending
this. That's why I had to stop talking
transcending
for a second.
space. Everything comes back to the tree. So, that's how it works. But I'm guessing you were looking for a more practical answer.
Yes.
Very well.
That was her polite way of
bridge you
saying you're
pushed
dumb.
outside is currently positioned to lead to the realm of Vanaheim. Instead, turn the wheel to our actual destination, Alfheim.
Wait, is this moving the big bridge outside?
Yes, the wheel turns the bridge, and the bridge aligns to the different realm towers on the lake outside.
Wait, there's no tower on this one.
And that's why realm travel to Jotunheim is impossible. Without a tower for the bridge to lock into, the sequence can't begin.
You done? There we
Every
go.
realm has a travel room that unlocks the bridge to that realm. I'm giving you the one for Alfheim. Now you can lock in your destination.
Because it's a major plot point. That's the reason why I stopped talking, because it's kind of important. All right. So they go to the dwarves to make a
Remember
set
to
of
take
chain
the
and
Bifrost.
fetters that'd be able
You
to
don't want to
tie
lose
down the
that.
wolf, the great wolf.
Now the realm
So I
travel
place
bridge
Smite.
will align, and the realm between realms will open.
So, so what they do is they get like several impossible
giant
things, like the
crystal?
footfall of a cat,
Each realm has a
and weird things like
corresponding
that.
one
You know, things that
focuses
are
and
always used in
amplifies
mystical
the power
stuff.
of the
Anyway,
Bifrost,
and they make what
opening
looks
the
like a
bridge
ribbon,
to that realm.
a simple
That's why
ribbon.
realm travel is only possible from
And
this room.
the Aegir gods,
I thought
aka
that
the
one
Norse
realm tower
gods,
was
are like,
in the lake.
the fuck?
Jotunheim
All right,
Tower
whatever.
disappeared from all realms over 100
So they go to him and
winters
say,
ago,
hey,
when the giants vanished from
if she is
Midgard.
insanely powerful. She
Where
is
the
one of
tower
only a
went and
handful
how
of
they
gods that
moved
can
it
beat the
remain
shit
a
out of
mystery.
Odin and be like, haha, bitch. Anyway. It depends on who starts the fight. If Freya's prepared, she wins. If Odin's prepared, he wins. But that's another conversation. Anyway,
We're still here.
Follow me.
both are insanely smart.
This trip was its last use. There's no going back until it's replenished with the light of Alfheim.
So we are trapped.
Someone of your ability should have little trouble getting back to Midgard.
Anyway,
We'll be able to make that black hole go away.
With the captured light of Alfheim, yes.
I was going to say something. Oh, so they say to him, okay, we're going to tie this around you. And if you can break this, you will be regarded as the greatest warrior of all time. And Fenrir at this point's like, okay, something's up. I really don't trust you some bitches. So he says, all right, I'll do it under one condition. One of you gods have to put your arm in my mouth. And if you
Welcome
fail
to
to
Alfheim,
unchain me,
then.
if I'm unable to break it,
Think you can
I get to cut off. I get to bite off that limb.
the light?
All the gods say,
can
nah.
barely see it.
They know what's about to happen. Nah.
Something's
I put it in there, it's gone. That limb's gone.
See that column of light on the horizon?
Tyr,
It's
the god of
housed in part of
justice,
a ring temple. We'll
and
find what we need
sometimes
there.
one of Thor's brothers.
No. Damn it, not yet.
What's happening?
To restore the Bifrost magic, you must step into the light. But be very careful not to get caught.
No!
They sus. Yeah. So Tyr, god of justice,
She's not dead.
says, I'll do it. Steps up,
Not
puts his
likely.
right arm in Fenrir's mouth. They tie him down. Law, order, justice, all that good stuff. They tie him down. And
This place.
Stay by me.
so he tries, stands up, doesn't break, jumps, doesn't break. In fact, the harder he pulls, the stronger it
Okay.
gets.
What is that?
And he's like,
think
all
you
right,
killed it.
I guess I can't do it. Untie me, guys.
Look up there.
And they're like, nah, bro. We're not letting you go.
Whoa. What's that about?
Not our concern, boy.
They're like, no, we're not going to let you go. And he's like, if you don't do it, I will bite his arm
Over
off.
here.
Needless to say, he ends up biting
What
his
does
arm
it
off.
say?
Shortly thereafter,
Someone
they
got
like
in
impale
Eternal
him,
War for the light.
chain him down,
get it.
spike him down, because they can't
Looks
kill him.
like
He's
you
too
need it.
powerful.
Why not just
But they
share?
basically do everything they can to restrain
You'll
his
find
movements
it a
as much
common
as
cause
possible.
For war.
And Tyr becomes his caretaker in feeding him.
They keep murdering the
This is
brother.
actually one of my favorite.
It is war. The end of one. The real one's lost.
It's actually one of my favorite stories because, and it's a really morbid reason. The greatest warrior in all of Asgard, Fenrir, was beaten, was restrained not by the insanely strong, chains and fetters that would have held down Fenrir other times that they tried originally. It was a
They're
ribbon,
attacking us.
something that's usually associated with comfort.
More will come.
Where does this stuff even come from?
So that story just means a lot to me because it just pretty much feels like it tells a story of like what holds us back is not
Okay.
physical restraints, but restraints of comfort, so to speak. And then when he breaks free,
Be able to translate those Muspelheim moons.
and the last one's up near where the head is, and remember when Fenrir breaks free, Ragnarok
At least
happens.
we're getting closer to the light.
So that's just one of my favorite stories I wanted to tell real fast. So I'm curious if they'll include Fenrir in the next game because they have Yogmahide, which is the world snake,
What speaks to you?
but he was thrown through time to do it. So
Probably shouldn't let my brother lay hands on it again, but if he does, tell him to temper his steel longer. He's warping the bit work.
all right, but yeah, I just wanted to tell that story real fast. So thank you guys for bearing with me telling that story that had nothing to do with the current game. I am very curious if they are going to include some of those stories because they have Tyr mentioned here, and then we know Thor is supposed to make an appearance because we've already seen his artwork for it, and he does show up as a cutscene at the end of this. I don't know if he's a secret boss fight too.
What'd you say?
I said nothing.
Really? Okay.
Did your mother speak of this realm?
Not much. Just that since the elves are always fighting over the light, they kept them isolated.
Am I docking? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, Norse mythology is one of my favorite things. It's actually one of the reasons why my hair is cut the way it is because I want to do the long center and braids. similar to how I'm going to do my beard,
Again,
but my
I
hair
said
grows
nothing.
rather slow.
Later. Could have sworn you said something.
What is it, boy?
Voices.
Well,
You don't
technically, Fenrir and even Yogmahide shouldn't exist right now because Yogmahide, Hel, and Fenrir are all the kids of Loki, and Loki is a little kid right now. The only reason Yogmahide or the World Serpent exists is because he was thrown back in time from Ragnarok.
No.
It felt evil.
Oh, I can't wait until I get to the point where I get the chains. I'm sorry, like that's something I'm actually looking forward to.
Look, should we try talking to them?
No.
But maybe they need help.
They do not stop us, so they do not concern us.
But
They
maybe
do not concern us.
Like, you really want to give him shit for being rather rude to his son about stuff like that. Like his son just wants to help people, and Kratos is like, nah, they're in our way. They're not trying to stop us physically. Then we're just gonna keep going. And no, I appreciate it because you got to think of like all the previous
They have
games.
sandballs in Alfheim too.
He knows what's sticking your neck out in ways that you shouldn't.
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most
When he led the
pure.
Spartan army, he
I don't see any runes around here.
Oh, we must find it. Back to the boat.
led the Spartan army. And so that he didn't lose one time, he sells himself over to Ares. Ares ends up betraying him and having him kill his family. Then he becomes the ghost of Sparta. Like, dude's like, no, I'm going to do the bare minimum I have to do to get what I want done.
Sad the elves can't work things out. Alfheim's such a beautiful place. The blue door. That's gotta be the entrance. Let's go.
Careful, boy.
What are they doing? The bridge is gone. They covered the crystal with that stuff. Why?
To prevent reinforcements.
And I also like it's just a subtle thing, but you see him evolve as a fighter too, Artoris. Because when you first start doing it, Artoris can kind of shoot an arrow. Now you have him actually jumping on the enemy to like choke them with his bow, and then later on he actually gets summoning abilities. I should probably actually be paying attention. I can't see Artoris betraying him in the slightest. Especially because of how this one ends, I don't see that happening. What I do see is Freya betraying them because of how this story ends. I do definitely see that happening.
Maybe we can fix the bridge from down there. Okay, so that did something. I think.
I could 100% see that happening.
Enemies ahead.
One way I'm concerned that they might go with it, because it would just be annoying for them to do it that way, is have him lose to Thor. Like, at the beginning of the game, you play as Kratos versus Thor, and Kratos loses the fight against Thor for one reason or another. I'm like, after fighting an immortal Baldir, it would feel kind of cheaty to have a fully powered up Kratos fighting
What's their
Thor
problem with us?
and
I
lose.
belong here.
Because considering all the previous things he's beaten by that point. But that's entirely possible. That's the way they could go about it.
Together like that, they kind of look like a room.
And depending on how old Artoris is at that
Back to
point,
the sand bowl.
Thor could take him. Or you could have Odin and Thor gang up. Multiple different things. But I really think, because I really don't think they're gonna I think they're gonna try and trade out Kratos and not let anybody know, because it's exactly what they did with Last of Us. Now, mind you, that doesn't mean they need to copy it. That's the feeling I'm getting. And it would also explain why you don't have this hulked out Kratos going into the next game.
Father.
Like, the opening thing is for you playing. You're playing as Kratos versus Thor, and no matter if you win or lose the fight, you lose the fight.
Draw it.
That is so cool.
Boy.
It was the voices again, but different voices. Less angry. They were asking for help.
We are here for the light. I do not care who they are, nor what they want.
You never care about anything.
You have something to say?
No.
Funny thing is, I imagine if Artoris actually didn't say everything under his breath and said it directly to him, I imagine Kratos would listen. That's the funny part.
What's happening?
Kratos, I feel like Kratos, like, he does get pissed off and he would react, but I feel like he listens, he has more respect to what you say if you're willing to say it to his face. I could be wrong.
Yes.
The voices I heard, it was hard to make out.
Last of Us
Playing
God
it back
Edition,
before you
effectively,
started.
yeah. Like, that's the feeling I've got. Because that would be a very good way to go into
Enough.
a time skip of sorts. Where you basically, they could open the game with Kratos having his fight with Thor. You can even do like an opening segment where you are Kratos and you end up fighting Thor. And then Odin comes along and, because they did that also with 2, now that I'm thinking of it. Kratos dies at the beginning of 2, God of War 2. Yeah, I don't know if you remember that, but he did. But yeah, like you're fighting. You end up fighting. Yeah, you end up fighting Thor, and then and like in the mythology, Odin's reaction to losing one son in the form of Baldir is to adopt another in the form of Artoris, and because he sees a lot of potential in Artoris, and during that time, and then you could do a bit of a time skip of Artoris
Stay
getting
away
powered
from
up.
those cages.
Wonder why they're locked up.
Be ready.
What?
You have a time skip of Artoris getting powered up as he. Yeah.
Hope that was worth it.
Alright, I don't know what I accomplished doing that. Not what I meant to do. Oh, loot.
Atreus, to me.
Coming.
Don't have to tell me to get this loot twice. Or at all. I'll just get it anyway. But yeah, like, because the most whenever someone is willing to bravely talk back to him, the most you'll see him do is he'll look back at them aggressively. Like, he'll see what their will is to see if they'll back down from it. And this one seems much more chill than God of War 1, 2, and 3. Anybody else? Bueller? Bueller? Alright, there's one of the runes right there, but I have no idea how I'm supposed to hit it. Like, I can't just do that. Like, the only thing I could think of is throw it in there like that, then come over here and recall it. But I don't think that worked. Yeah, it didn't work. So, I know where almost all the runes for this one are, but I can't do it. Actually, hang on. Let me check something. Okay, I never tried actually pushing up on it, so I was kind of curious.
Think that side hallway will get us to the temple?
We will find out.
Yeah, there's no point in me hitting the runes because I can't hit that third one, so I have no idea how to get to it. So, do you know about that chest? So I'll just have to lower it again to grab that real
You were
fast.
wrong back there.
Oh,
I know Mother's voice better than anyone. It was her.
she is gone, boy. Speak no more of this.
See, right there, his son defiantly said, "You were wrong," and he's like, "Oh." Didn't argue, just said, "Oh." Didn't get aggressive. That's another example of, I think, as a dad, that's his parenting style. Stand up to me. If you think I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. And I really do like that. Like, once again, like, if you're not paying attention to the way he acts, you would think he's a horrible person / parent. But in reality, it's just that he has a different way of showing his affection. He has a way that most people just wouldn't do or wouldn't want. And it's because it's all he knows. Because remember, he was raised in Spartan culture, which, by the way, is not very soft. He pretty much grew up in a situation where he was always at war, having to kill people. Yeah, like there is no good father figure in his life. Hell, his actual father tried to kill him multiple times. Oh, here's your mistake. You just took Arcturus. I love that when Arcturus is taken, you go into instant Spartan Rage mode and it's infinite. Like, nah. You guys took my son.
Hold on, boy! Fight!
As an additional thought, by the way, they actually don't have to kill Kratos now that I think of it. A thought occurred to me just now. Hang on. Switching to standing mode. They actually don't need to kill Kratos for everything we just said to happen. They have to render Kratos unable to exist for a little bit. I like that. That's actually funny. So a thought just occurred to me just now. Like, he technically doesn't need to be killed. Like, I've always operated in the assumption to remove him from the game, you have to kill him. And because that's what we've always assumed. But one, I'm going to point this out, since when has killing him actually stopped him? Alright, so since when has killing him ever stopped him from coming after you? That's part one. But the more interesting part that occurred to me is...
Hey, you sure the witch is okay?
There are ways to contain him.
She knew what
at
she
least
was doing.
temporarily.
Okay.
And I can guarantee you Odin would know them.
Ugh, more of it.
Like, it's guaranteed that he would know how to contain people if he wanted to.
If we cut enough away, the bridge above us should reappear.
Right.
Expect resistance.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, because what happens here in a minute with the Alfheim stuff, that's entirely possible. Like, they do something like that with him. So he gets in prison, where maybe time is... well, he doesn't age, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll say where time's an interesting concept for him at the time.
Broke us up, boy.
And when he comes out, Artorias has been raised by Odin. Odin for a while, or something like that. That could be another part of it, and then the game takes over to the point where you're able to switch between the two. Artorias being a more, using Devil May Cry 5 example, he plays very much more like V does, and oh, I woke you up. Oh yeah, I gotta do special stuff for you.
You'll find its weak point. We can use it against him.
Will you stop hitting me? I'm trying to kill you. Alright, I'm punching this guy to death. So that could be the other half of it. That could be the story of... it's not that Kratos is killed, he's sealed away in some fashion. Maybe he's able to get sealed away because of the betrayal of Freya. Maybe she does it because she wants to get back to... she wants her revenge on Kratos for what happens in this one.
Watch our backs, boy.
Like, there are so many potential things with it, because I do honestly feel that Kratos is going to get... I know I've said it so many times now, but he is going... They're going to find an excuse to filter him out for at least a part of the game. If not the whole game. Now, once again, do I know for sure? No.
You're freezing at first. Smoke.
The only reason I don't agree with that is because of Norse mythology itself says that Loki is adopted by Odin and Freya.
We must find a way.
Because maybe Freya goes back to Odin to protect him. That's a possibility.
Huh. Guess the light makes more than bridges. Maybe this will spit us out on top.
Well, yeah, because what they could do is, that would also explain why during a time skip, or explain a time skip. So we'll say he's frozen in Alfheim light, because we see that does work on him to some degree.
Look, the blue door. We made it.
So what happens is he gets frozen in that the time lock or whatever you want to call it, and then
You know, I will never get used to walking on solid light.
you flash forward 10 years, because that's how long Artorias is training, and then by that point Freya's like, all right, I'm gonna help you bust your dad out. My bad. Although I imagine Kratos would kill her anyway.
These doors do not open.
Hello? I don't get it. Why even have a door then? Hello?
Come, we will find another way in.
Thank you for taking care of that one, Gothic. All right, that's one
More
bell.
of those bells.
A Nordic chest must be nearby.
Yep. So it makes 100% sense what I'm saying. Oh, I had a, there is a messed up idea of it that I do like. And it would set up a really good third one. a really good third game, because you know we're going to get a third game. Alright, I should have found one. Oh, there's the third one. Got it. Alright. Glad you don't have to do those in an order. Oh, shit. So I had a really messed up thought. What if they do exactly what we're talking about, where they time skip it. All right, I'll do that in reverse then. The way I've been doing it. They freeze Kratos, like we say, like we've been saying, and he gets adopted. Loki gets adopted by Odin, like we've been saying. But we don't play as Arturus breaking his dad out. Over time, Loki gets kind of brainwashed by them. So he becomes, in his head, a Norse god like he's always been. So he slowly gets brainwashed and controlled by Odin. And eventually, Kratos being Kratos breaks free himself. Just breaks himself out, because it's Kratos. But it's been 10 years, it's been 20 years or whatever.
The dwarf again.
Sindri?
And...
Hey, Sindri.
Whoa. You killed an ancient?
Yes.
Was it difficult?
Yes.
Is that all you're gonna give me?
Yes.
Hang on. Sorry, I love that dialogue between them.
I'm feeling creative today.
I really want those, but I don't have enough ancient hearts for it. Anyway,
Yes, dear boy.
But anyway, so yeah, Kratos busts himself out. Sorry, I was focusing on what I had. Cool, that's actually a pretty good one. I'll worry about those later. All right, I haven't upgraded the damn thing.
Is the one we don't.
This way.
So anyway, Kratos breaks himself free, and he's going on a rampage. Like,
Sindri
where
get
the
ahead of
is my son?
He and
Where
new
the
one
frick
will
is my
seem to
son?
travel quickly.
He may not even know Arturus' other name of Loki. He may or may not. We don't know. Because I know it's mentioned at one point in this one. But we'll assume he does know it. But anyway, so he's going on this rampage.
Ready yourself, boy.
Like, the idea I'm going with is, like, you do the opening scenario where Kratos is at full power. Where you have Kratos at full power. And then he gets his butt kicked and captured. And then you have the 10-year time skip or whatever. 'Cause I just like the number 10. And then when Kratos breaks free. Well, that's what I was gonna say. You set it up so that it's not a real fight. It's not Kratos versing Loki. It's Kratos trying to talk his son down, trying to break him of that spell. And you can even, like, if I was the one writing it, I would piss off the fan base with the final fight being, either the final or the second to last fight being you versus Loki. And then, and it's less Kratos winning the fight, but more waking up his son. Like, breaking him of that spell. And then you have the third game, you're going into it with Loki just running the show when it comes to the end times. Like, that's the reason why he wants to hunt down all of the other gods. He's like, you guys made me kill my dad, or whatever. And if they did the split story like we mentioned earlier, then you can actually have segments where you are playing as Loki, so you can level him up too. I'm not even really focusing. where you get to like learn to play as Loki and all that stuff, because his playstyle would be completely different than Kratos.
Now that's
And then after you beat, after you free him from from Odin's control. Okay, I missed one clearly. Yeah, I see it. Right there. I can see. Did I get the last one? No, okay. Let's take a step back. Got it. Okay, whatever. Got it. But then you get to, and then the final fight would be like Loki versus Thor, and it sets up Loki seeking revenge against Odin. And this would also, if you do that kind of time skip, you do a 10, 20-year skip, you can also set up Fenrir being born, Sleipnir being born, probably not Sleipnir, because that one's really hard to explain to people who don't know Norse mythology. And the World Serpent being born.
They've covered it up with that stuff. Why would they do that?
So all this right here is some real possibilities I could
Look.
see them doing.
Another light up. What's he doing? Oh no! Why are they killing him? He didn't do anything.
Do not assume. You are seeing the end of a war, boy. You do not know what led to this moment.
But he didn't even defend himself.
That was his choice. We make ours.
Kratos is an expert at diplomacy. Do what I say or I kill you. Do not piss me off or I kill you. You know what? I don't use this ability enough.
What now?
The light is near. Look for a way inside.
Alright, we're approaching the point where I'm going to call it here in a minute. There's a certain story spot I'm trying to get to, and then once we get past that, I'm going to call it. It's been about a 2-hour stream, and that's usually about my limit.
Look, more
We'll be picking this up again tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. Not just yet. We're going to be here for at least another 15 minutes, probably.
Ready yourself.
Depending on how well I do in these upcoming segments. As I just massacred those things. Because there's no telling like what he could have done to convince Artoris that his dad betrayed him or whatever. And if you haven't already, I would recommend hitting that subscribe button so that you'll be notified when I go live, yada yada yada. You know the usual stuff. Y'all know the spiel that as a YouTuber I'm required to say. But yeah, I'll probably go live with this again tomorrow unless I run into more issues like I did last time. But I think that was a one-off thing. For those who did not know the drama, basically my last stream for some reason got a copyright takedown because another YouTuber had also played the game, and for some reason the algorithm's like, oh, it's the exact same video. I'm like, no, it's not. They're doing it in Swedish. How is that the same? Oh yeah, I remember doing this one. That was one. Memory altering spell, or what lies he may have told him. I don't think that would work. L. There we go. That's another one. Then I can go here.
Aw.
But I do like the story of the Leviathan Axe. The Leviathan Axe was made because they were pissed off at Thor. They were mad that they had made the weapon for Thor, and then the way he used it, they were pissed. So they're like, fine, we'll make a weapon that's counter it.
Hey,
And you have the Leviathan
Will we
Axe.
make
That's
it
why
to the
both have that
do you
throw and
think we
return
get it into the
bullshit.
Bifrost?
Mind you, I actually don't know if in
Step
Norse
into
mythology
it.
they actually has the
she
return.
did?
When she was ripped away from this realm,
Oh, how did I miss that?
you were more concerned with her safety than our goal. Quiet. I have him. Your knife point.
That was close.
Do not stray from me, boy.
You don't gotta tell me. So sticky.
Sorry, I had to get that good stretch out of the way.
Another one!
Stay back.
I really am interested if they do what an adult Taurus looks like.
Our goal. But we must be careful. Understand?
God,
That's possible. Because it would be a way to age him up without advancing the world story as much.
There. When it falls, be ready. We will need to move quickly.
okay.
Because in this version, Odin is a master of pretty much all forms of magic. He learned. He's a master of the Aegir magic, and he's second only to Freya and her version of magic.
Here they come. Stay behind me and protect our flank.
Yes, sir! There's so many!
Keep shooting, boy. I will clear our path. Shorten the time between your volleys.
What happened to accuracy on speed?
There are many targets. You will not miss.
They're everywhere!
A narrow path negates superior numbers. Stay focused.
A Spartan using a narrow path to fight superior numbers. That sounds like something we would have. You know what? Screw it. Sounds like a Spartan tactic that we would have seen in history. For those who don't get it, I'm talking about the 300 Spartans.
Boy. Are you injured?
I'm fine. Wow. It's beautiful.
There's one scene I want to get to, and then we're
light.
going to call it.
It's making the whole temple reappear. It's the source of all of it. Wait. It's singing. I hear her! I told you I heard her! Do you think she's in there? Ah! Ah! Ugh, that really hurt. I felt like my hand was on fire.
Stay here.
But I want to
Stay.
They are easy once you know how they fight. I've been just kind of messing around with them. And I also haven't upgraded a damn thing. Mind you, I'm also playing it on super
We use
easy
it as a
mode.
last resort.
You're giving me your axe?
I'm letting you hold my axe. It is not a gift.
Still.
I just love him pumping himself up to go in there. He probably wasn't supposed to get pulled in there. This scene is the reason why I think he will get... Kratos or Artoris will get stuck in a time loop.
What is this? Faye?
You have to come back. You left me here alone.
Atreus?
Alone with him. He always leaves. He's never here.
Like, I have one problem with all this. Oh, never mind.
I don't know him and he doesn't know me. Doesn't seem to want to. I'm strong. I'm smart. I'm not what he thinks I am. I know better. He doesn't talk to me. Doesn't teach me.
I know I'm not sitting here looking at everything, but
Do you hear me? Him, not you.
that's just cool.
Except... I don't mean that. You know I love him. I just wish he was better. I know
So
he's
something
better.
that I never... I want to point
So
out
if he tries...
that he should have realized something was special about Freya. Not
If he
Freya,
doesn't,
Laufey. Or
please
Faye.
come back.
How many
I know they're
women...
out there somewhere.
How many women do you know can survive Kratos' affection? That's my question. I do know there were some mini games in the previous one, but at least one of them was a god. So that's a thing.
Faye.
And technically like a cousin?
Come back! No! No! What have you done? Why did you do that?
I saved you! You were trapped in there! I waited, but you wouldn't come out! So
Two.
I pulled
Because I know in the
you
very first one there
Boy.
was a mini game you could
I
do.
was gone only...
Yep.
moments.
So the fact that Laufey was able to, or Faye was able to, not only survive the experience but have a kid.
I didn't know what to do! You left me here! Again! Why don't you care?
That's impossible.
So the reason why I wanted you guys to see this
should
cutscene
go
before I
before
called
they
it,
come back.
I was talking over it. I'm sorry. He was in there for hours.
Hope you got what you needed.
He was in that light for hours. All these dead bodies are because his son
There's our exit.
was defending
There's
it.
no light to make a bridge. We're trapped. And the witch's bowstring is useless.
Look at that. Like that is Artoris proving he is not a little kid. And like he is his dad's son. Just oh. And yes, he did use the axe. You can see the axe over here buried in somebody. Like oh.
Boy, your bow.
I don't remember if he said days or hours. I just know it wasn't
Hold it
5
out.
minutes. So now we can use light arrows, which are much better at stunning. There is a way to get lightning arrows, which
On
I will
my
do
mark,
later.
Loose your arrow into the stone.
It worked.
We can now make our way back.
All right.
Come.
So this is a phenomenal place to stop because I figured, hey, you guys not only saw me get to that mountain up to the Black Smoke, you saw me go through almost all of Alfheim, so this is actually pretty far. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. You'll know the next time I go live, which should be noon tomorrow, noon Pacific Standard Time, my time. And then 6 p.m. today, my time once again, so it's like 4 hours from now. My first episode of Blair Witch VR drops. It is the opening video, so it's mostly a lot of like introduction to the world. Nothing really scary happens in it. So if you want to skip that one, feel free. So I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know when the second episode of Blair Witch is, because I haven't finished editing it yet. I'm going to try... I don't know when. I think I'm going to shoot for Friday. Not sure. But I do hope to see y'all tomorrow, and I appreciate y'all being here.